Do you agonize over decision making? This is Jacqueline Foster here of Feeling Good TV, the place to come visit when you're really yearning to make an impact without sacrificing your desires for passion and pleasure. Decision making. Today, I want to talk specifically about that trusting ourselves piece of decision making. We all know that collecting information, looking at the pros and cons, the risks and benefits of a decision are great. But I want to talk about that part that comes after collecting the information, that really comes into just trusting ourselves to take the next step. So 3 things I want to share with you about that process that have helped me to slow down and to trust myself a bit more in my decision making. The first piece is that most decisions in our life are not life or death. And it is not helpful to treat the decision like it is life or death. Normally, when we think of a decision as life or death, it brings so much weight. It feels so heavy. It feels so scary. Okay? And so we should really remember this in making decisions, asking ourselves, is this a life or death decision? Ask yourself that question. And then if you hear back, no, this isn't life or death, then it can just bring you into asking yourself and investigating a little bit more. Why am I nervous about making this decision? So 1, check in with yourself. Is this decision that you're making a life or death decision? The second thing, a bit in alignment with that first point, is remembering that normally when we make a decision, we tend to categorize what could happen as that from that decision, as a result of that decision, giving us a representation of whether that choice was right or wrong. We normally think that once we make a choice, the universe is going to show us that was right or that was wrong. What I want to suggest today is that letting go of this idea that a decision or a result of a decision is going to be right or wrong oftentimes keeps that weight on our shoulders and keeps us from moving forward, because there's a fear, there's a thought, oh, what if this is the wrong thing to do? Oh, this has to be the right thing or I can't move forward. The truth of the matter is that every choice we make brings us into another life circumstance, another life situation, another experience that gives us an opportunity to make another decision. So it's really helpful to shift from this belief that there's a right and a wrong, and to open up to this understanding that every decision that we make brings us to the opportunity to make another decision. And really what it's doing is expanding our life experience. If we keep from making decisions because of a fear of it being right or wrong, we stay where we are, and oftentimes that feeling of unknown and not trusting ourselves tends to grow and expand. But through actually making the decision and getting to the next point, we begin to build that trust in ourselves and that understanding of whether or not that choice served us or it didn't serve us in a way that we would like it to. The third thing I want to share is I was thinking about the commencement speech from Steve Jobs in 2005 at Stanford, and he spoke about connecting the dots. And this came into my mind again recently. I was thinking about this idea that if we think of our lives as this massive connected dot picture, and we're at point A, and we see point B, and we're thinking about it, and we're drawing the line back and forth, but we're never quite getting there. We're never quite making that decision. What happens is we don't get an opportunity to see what that image is coming into, as what it's being created into. So the more that we draw back and forth from this decision without making it, the less we give ourselves this opportunity to create a full picture. And I actually want to share a line that he shared from his commencement speech and give this to you to wrap this up a bit. And that is that you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect the dots when looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in the future. Remembering this point that through making a decision, in most cases, through making any decision, it's going to give you that ability to look back and to see how that decision has helped create your present and your future. So my main point that I want you to gather from this today is remember that every decision you make, you are creating the dots. You are building and putting together life experiences that will give you more information so that you can continue to make more and more choices that will help you trust yourself and move you in that direction of the space where you're feeling good or you're happy with those decisions. And the only way that happens is by giving yourself the space to make decisions, to trust yourself, and to see where those decisions get you. I hope this was helpful. These 3 concepts really help me to lighten up and to realize that every choice I make is actually a choice that's going to help me to create more and more clarity in the future. If you enjoy this video, come on over to JacquelineLaceyFoster.com where you can sign up for more videos, and you can also come over to hertube.tv where I post my videos as well. Wishing you a wonderful day and looking forward to sharing more with you next time. Thanks so much.